Living conditions at the Sunrise Apartments in Mission, South Dakota have the attention of law enforcement and the Rosebud Sioux tribe. The apartment complex is surrounded by reservation land.
Yeah, I've seen videos of some of the violence that has occurred there, some of the shootings, the attempted shootings, the vandalism that's occurred there.
Now, we've brought you different perspectives from officials. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Dan Santella finds out what residents have to say about living there.
The manager and the maintenance guy.
Paula Witt knows the Sunrise Apartments well.
I've lived here, like I said, 30 years here, 32 in Mission, and this is the worst it's been.
Broken and boarded up windows as well as garbage are clearly visible during the day. Nighttime brings its own challenges.
The last 3 years, our lights have been shut off, the building lights. So I'm afraid to go outside at night because you don't know who's out there. I have put up security lights myself, just front and back of my place. But those are the only ones on the end where I live.
Well, I am constantly checking my cameras. I put up my own personal security cameras outside my apartment, inside my apartment, my own personal spotlights because there is no lights outside our buildings.
We're not showing this woman's face or sharing her name because she fears consequences for publicly sharing her concerns. We'll call her Carol.
I'm scared of retaliation or possibly getting evicted or people trying to get me in trouble with my job.
She's not the only resident fearful of identifying herself.
Well, I'm kind of leery of retaliation, like they'll evict me or they might make it harder to live there, I guess.
Witt has similar concerns, but she takes a different approach to describing life here.
Are you concerned talking to a journalist about this might lead to security problems or issues with your living situation?
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried about retaliation on all points of it.
But you're still talking to me.
Yeah, because something needs to be done. I'm tired of living like this, and we shouldn't have to move. You know what I mean? This is my home. I've made it my home. Raised 2 daughters here.
Yeah, they stole everything.
Antonita Yellowboy also calls these apartments home, where problems are readily apparent to anyone driving or walking nearby.
You know, we have broken out windows. We have a trash issue, and the wintertime we have water issues. You know, sometimes we go without water for months. And it's basically like a lot of drugs and alcohol that come through here.
Thankfully, the tribe and the community buildings have furnished us water when we didn't have it. The last 2 winters, I want to say we were without water for about 4 months. And that's, you're buying it yourself. The tribe communities are bringing it in.
Sometimes problems are tougher to see from outside the complex.
We have now trespassers in the vacant apartments that have never been renovated or any repairs done. The last 3 years, the water pipes have been freezing in the vacant apartments that are not boarded up.
I don't know how much this place can be repaired. I mean, because the condition of it is, right now it's not livable. There's currently street people going and squatting in the empty apartments.
Yeah.
There's people going and cutting out all the pipes, so there's currently people without water due to them doing that. It's really bad.
But other housing options may be tough to secure.
It's overwhelming. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But it don't help with there not being much for housing around here either.
I really have nowhere else to be, nowhere else to go. This is my home.
Because it's hard to get housing here on the Rosebud Reservation.
You know, there's a lot of people that need housing out here. And I would like it fixed up and be nice again. You know, be nice and livable.
KELOLAND News reached out several times to Costello Property Management for this reporting. They did call back saying, quote, "We have no comment."
What's sad about this whole deal is that we have numbers we can call. Maintenance, people higher up. And when we call, nothing gets done.
Today's concerns for safety and well-being are part of this story. So too are residents' hopes for tomorrow.
You know, I have faith in the management here that soon, hopefully at some point they'll fix it. They'll make it better. So that's what my hope is for the Costello property here.
Becker offers another view on the road ahead.
I would like to see it closed down, shut down, and maybe tear this place down and start over with new apartments or new housing.
What tomorrow has in store here is uncertain. But whatever unfolds, the future doesn't need to be like the present.
I just want to, be encouraging to, the management and the people that, this can be fixed.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Dan Centella.
Now, this report was the fourth in our series titled Shadow Over Sunrise. The first 3 installments are posted on KELOLAND.com.